Alright, what's up, guys? We're the Eastside Hype. We're here with Caskey. How you doing,
bro.
Brody? It's good to
Appreciate
see
you having me, bro.
Yeah, of course. So, I kind of want to start talking about like your fashion sense. It's let's say iconic, and like, did that come from music, or like, where did you really get your style?
Dude, it's funny that's funny hearing because I feel like when I first started rapping, I was not into clothes at all.
Oh,
So
for
like,
real?
if you look at my earliest shit, it was just like LRG T-shirts and,
Yeah,
and
Zoomies
tank
shit.
top, yeah, like just straight out of Pakistan and Zoomies. But no, I think just like being in the music game and just seeing a lot of artists that I fuck with are that tend to express themselves better fashion wise too than I was when I was younger. So I think that just inspired me to like really get a feel for it. And then, fashion is just like other people's art forms. So,
Yeah, for
as an
real.
artist, I just appreciate it and just been finding cool shit.
All right, bet. What?
LA's got like all the cool random shit. Like I
Yeah.
bought this off of some fucking random place in LA. This kid made this. The thing is awesome.
You into like Fairfax or Rodeo?
Tasty, my boy Tasty's the Rodeo. I'm Fairfax.
Okay, well,
Yeah, for sure.
all right, bet. So you just did a tape with Yellow Wolf, huh?
Yep.
So like in one of your interviews, you were talking about how like you didn't have any features because you were, you just didn't think anyone was up to par.
Yeah.
But then you just did an album with someone.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I mean, you fuck with Dude Tough.
Well,
or, like,
he's like a real high caliber artist. So
Yeah.
I just normally when I work on projects, I'm not super pressed about features. Like I like working with other artists, but like most of the time, just in the studio, I just kind of work at a different pace. But Wolf was like probably we already had good chemistry just doing records back and forth through email. We had did a couple,
Okay.
but like getting in the studio with him, he's like one of those artists that dude he keep up run the show with me. Like it was super easy to make a tape with him. So I think it made sense.
Yeah, he seems like one of those people that's like how his music isn't really like as far as materialistic stuff. Like he seems
Yeah.
pretty humble, probably in person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, hell yeah.
Is it someone like you look up to, or is he more someone you just can vibe with as far as music goes?
Yeah, both. I mean, both. Yeah, for sure. Like as an artist, definitely somebody I look up to. He's like
Because you kept up with him for sure on the
Oh,
tape. I listened
thank
to
you,
it
bro.
and everything.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
So-
yeah. For me, that whole process was kind of like a reiteration to myself that I'm like that caliber of artist.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
you think you're at that level, but till you really get in the room with other people that you respect at that level, it's kind of like that. That was a reminder for me. But as a peer, he's just somebody I vibe with. Like I really just respect who he is as a person and shit.
Okay, whatever.
He's my kind of artist, and that like. He's not Hollywood. He's not into the game. He's just a real dude. So I just fuck with him on that level. And then, as an artist, just all the shit he's accomplished. Definitely somebody I like look up to and shit. So I'm just honored to be a part of that.
That's dope. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what's your goal with music? Like, what are you working on right now? Like, what do you?
I mean, my goal right now is just push the pedal to the gas. Now,
As
I
far
feel
as
like
success, or as far as just.
I mean output, just
Yeah.
creative output. I'm just trying to get better and just drop more. And I think success comes as you fall in love with the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in that mode right now where I'm like in love with the process, and I'm just trying to top that shit. That the Wolf Project was a cool way to start the year. That was like both our first
Yeah.
drops. So now it's just like. How can I top that shit solo the rest of the year? I already got my next project turned in. I just turned it in today, actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you want to see the cover?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
hell
show
yeah.
them on camera, but I just turned it in. I just turned this shit in today, dog. 10 tracks.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. So is music like something that comes easy to you, or do you like be making something, I'll scratch that, like, or is it just like you just kind of do it?
I'm
and
kind
just
of both.
whatever?
Like
Yeah.
I'm kind of both. I feel like when I'm not, I get in these like flows on albums where like I just made the album in 2 weeks. Like I get in, I make music all year, but then I get in this flow where it's like everything's coming together. So like in the year when I'm just cutting, I'm kind of like insecure about it. Don't really not feeling shit. And then once I start hitting this wave where I'm like, okay, everything I'm cutting is dope. Then that's when I get in that like, oh, it's coming super easy. But I'm just interested in music, so
Yeah.
it's easy in that sense of like I'm just always trying shit and
Is that what you want to be known for, is music?
yeah, definitely, yeah.
If anything, it is.
Dude, 100% only music,
Yeah.
like I'm not one of them rappers like I don't want to get known for doing funny skits or just any of that. It's everybody got their thing, but I don't know, for me it just that's all I care about is the music and just proving myself as an artist and trying to just become the best artist I could be. Definitely other things I'm interested in and that I pursue and want to be known for, but just
Like
at
what?
the end of the day, I wanted to be music. I mean, definitely writing in general, you know, like,
Okay.
you know, poetry. I got 2 poetry books out. I'm super passionate about that. Painting, me and my girl, super into just painting, making clothes. So definitely art forms in general. And then also just as like an entrepreneur, like
Yeah.
I'm always thinking business wise of new things and new ventures and shit like that. So tons of shit I'm interested in, you know. But when people think of me, I want it to be, you know, my character and my music, you know.
Are you business savvy? Like, do you got other shit going on besides
I'm
the
getting
music?
I'm
Yeah,
getting
I
hella
bet.
business savvy. You
That's
know,
what's up.
I wouldn't say I'm like, you know, super there
Well,
yet,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm in that
yeah.
like process right now where I'm like that's becoming a really important part of my development as a person. You know, it's like, you know, health and physical and mental, and then like business is definitely one for me. I'm like a money maker, you know. So
Yeah.
right now it's like turning my money habits into like healthier habits,
Yeah.
and then putting them into music. But I've always just been able to make money at what I was, you know, like
Yeah.
to do. Like even music, I've been just living off of just music for like, dude, then almost a decade, you know,
Yeah.
something like that. You know, a little weed sprinkled in
Yeah,
there,
I'm
but
glad.
like, but a lot of music, you know.
I was talking to my boy about it today. Like, you seem like, as far as like what you at least put out on social media, like you seem like pretty on as far as like what you're doing in your life. You know what I'm saying? You really like making money, making moves, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like I mean, like I'm still like checkish in the sense of like I just put so much back into music, but I'm like
Okay.
my standard of living is high as hell, and
Yeah.
you know I'm real happy where
Comes
I'm
with
at.
the situation.
I think like right now I'm in this like mode where I'm trying to like double down on all my music ventures, and like I've got the business like part of it really figured out right now. So like the next year I'm just trying to like gas that shit and then turn it into other things, you know. Because right now it's like for the past like, you know, 8 years I've been working, I just all my music money I put back into music. So now I want to get diversifying it and take music money and put it into businesses and shit like that.
How much of like what you're doing is like, you know, a label telling you versus like, all right, I want to do
Zero,
this. Zero.
yeah, zero.
Okay, well,
I've honestly never had that thing like, you know, my like situation with Cash Money's like, you know,
are you signing Cash Money?
dude, we were just joking about this when I was coming here. Like, I don't even know how to like address this right now because I'm not really like.
You don't seem like that.
We're like in this like
Yeah.
weird kind of like limbo situation of like, you know, like before I came with my deal with Cash Money, like streaming wasn't even a thing. So just the plane of music is like mad different than when I even had my deal. But even when I like signed with Cash Money, like I was Bird signed me directly, so it was like. I didn't have label like hands anyways, you know, like he's not even that kind of dude. Like he pretty much sees artists. He's like, I fuck with you. Here's a bag. Here's an opportunity. Make what you make, you know. So I've never really had the like label involvement shit. You know, I had like a couple times at the beginning where they tried to link me with the writer one time and try to get a single going, but that shit like
you weren't having it, huh?
it just never worked. Like, you know, I've been in like 2 or 3 of those sessions in my whole career, you know. So it's like I don't know. I always kind of like believe that if I just didn't listen to any of those suggestions and I just kept doing my thing, that it would work, and it has, you know. And they don't really like care to try to dictate that, you know.
Yeah, you one of the few artists that like, I mean, you got, I guess, like a major label. You could rep the hell out of that, but you don't.
Yeah, like I did it at times. You know, I had like moments of my career where, and I'm like proud of it as fuck. You know, it's a dope accomplishment. I'm a huge Cash Money fan. Like, you know, Wayne, probably my favorite rapper ever. So like, just a huge accomplishment. But then I just get in these modes in my career where I'm like, I don't even want to lean on that as a crutch, because what I notice is that people like they try to discredit you, you know, like it's, they'll be like, oh, well, it's because you're signed. That's why the video's fire. That's why this production's fire. It's like, dude, if motherfuckers knew 100% of everything is just like all I'm doing. So I just, you know, I took like a step back of like pushing that dialogue and kind of just like got back to me, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So what artists do you really fuck with?
Dude, so
many.
So many. I mean, I guess, yeah, like I'm like all over the board. Like huge J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. Those dudes are like, you know, obviously the shit. Love like Sauce Walker, the whole Sauce camp is dope to me. I really like I don't know, I like all the shit. Keed and Lil Gotti, like all the, I don't know, trap scene is dope too. There's so much good music out right now. I'm like one of those people that's like, I'm genuinely a fan of it all. I'm not like a hater of different forms of rap, you know.
Any of those like artists you ever meet them and they just seem like you weren't really fucking with it,
Uh,
or it put you off, I guess.
I probably had that encounter with like a bunch of different artists. I don't know. I never know, you know. Sometimes it's like maybe they don't know me as an artist. Sometimes I just look crazy, so I just, you know. But I've had that experience here and there, but mostly it's all love. Like when I meet artists and shit, I've kind of like been around the block enough that most artists know me from something, you know, or like have people, you know, seen me at some point or another in their career. So I don't be stressing that shit too much.
Shit, bro,
I'm not trying to kick it with all these rappers anyways. So,
Nah.
so I'm like, I got my friends and my people, so I'm just like, I'm not stressing nobody else.
Yeah, so you do tours and like, I mean, what do you really? I mean, you out here a lot.
I haven't. Oh wait, what do you mean?
You out here like in Salt Lake, like right now, obviously, like you've been out here a few times, right?
Yeah.
Is that just like you doing your thing, like? Or?
Yeah, like we got the show here, and you know, extracts of the people, so like we always come kick it. You know, this is like one of the few cities I got like family here, so it's like certain cities I meet, you know, people and we build a relationship. Like Bauer's a homie, so every time we come to Utah, we try to come for 3-4 days and shoot guns and ride Harleys and
hell yeah,
it's have fun, yeah.
Shit, bro, I appreciate you letting me pick your brain and shit for a minute.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Shit, we pretty much done. Like, yeah, man, fucking, you got a show tonight, right?
Let's turn up, dog.
Yeah,
you coming,
right,
dog? I'm excited. It's my first time performing in a damn year.
Oh, for real?
Dude, our tour ended when COVID started last year, so I ain't done shit since then. I can't wait to hit stage.
On God. All right, well, yeah, we'll
definitely
make it lit. All right, shit.
Appreciate y'all having me, bro.
Awesome, bro. Thank you.
Yeah!